I'd like to welcome everybody here tonight to Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque Lakes for the signing of the Friends Agreement. My name is Robert Schnell. I am the Operations Project Manager for Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque Lakes. Before I start, I'd like to introduce some folks that are with us this evening. First person, Colonel Trey Jordan, which is the District Commander of the Baltimore District. Dina Henninger, Park Ranger for Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque Lakes. And Don Kelly, the President of the Friends of Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque Lakes.
What started for me is back in August 2011, Dina called me up and asked if I was interested in meeting about forming this Friends organization. And we met down at Grandma's Kitchen in Mansfield. And we talked for a while about all the different things in the parks. And I talked about the fishing, and they talked about trails and the camping and a little bit of everything, and what we could do to improve them for other people that were coming out here. And then January 2012, we started having formal meetings, working on all the paperwork, the IRS, 501c3, and this cooperative agency agreement, and finally got it all set up and finished today with this signing tonight.
So I'd like to turn it over to Don for him to have some opening remarks.
Good evening. My name is Don Kelly. I am the current president of the Friends of Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque Lakes. For the last 2 years, I served as vice president since the creation of this organization. These lakes hold a special place in my heart. When I first came to this area, I didn't know anyone or much about the region, but I saw this land and water, and immediately I felt like I was at home. As a fisheries student at Mansfield University, I spent many hours studying these lakes and the surrounding watersheds. Today, I own a business that relies heavily on these same fisheries. Most importantly though, from my college days until now, every time I want to unwind and relax, I can come here and catch a few fish, wander the trails, or watch the eagles and ospreys fly overhead, and just enjoy the outdoors. The more time I spent here, the more I wanted to get involved. I've been fortunate to meet many great people, and I've had the opportunity to work with the local clubs, fishing organizations, and the Corps to put on tournaments and kids derbies, install fish habitat, and various other projects to help improve and promote these lakes. Then just a few years ago, I was invited to a meeting about forming this Friends organization, and I saw this as an even bigger opportunity to help give back to a place that has meant so much to me. We talked for a while about our interest in the parks and what we could do to improve them for others. We talked about how many kids don't spend enough time outdoors anymore, and how many people, both local and abroad, were unaware of how many great recreational opportunities these parks hold. Our interests and experience varied, but we had a common goal. We want to help keep these parks open and operating as a recreation destination for both present and future generations. We want both adults and kids to come out and enjoy these projects like so many of us have for so long. And this partnership will allow us to jointly serve visitors with the excellence they deserve year after year. Right now we're a small organization, but our goals and objectives are big. Currently we're working to offer monthly programming. For instance, last month I gave a short seminar on ice fishing Tioga County. In the coming months we're working on seminars about wildlife photography and turkey calling. We have held movie nights and pet parades through the summer months, and we will continue to do so again this year. We're also working to coordinate the 4th of July fireworks again. As our organization grows, we hope to coordinate more events to help all of our visitors to enjoy their time here. It's taken a lot of work to get to this point today, and I'd like to thank all the current board members for their patience and diligence as we've worked through mountains of paperwork and hours of planning to get the Friends of Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque Lakes organization up and running. I'd also like to thank the Army Corps of Engineers for this opportunity to get involved, and we look forward to working with them for many years to come. So if you benefit from the parks in any way, or you want to help us ensure these projects will remain a great recreation destination for many years to come, then I encourage you to join us. Join the Friends of Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque Lakes, volunteer your time, and together we will make this a place to remember. A place that visitors young and old can come and enjoy the outdoors like so many of us have for so long. Thank you.
Prior to August 2011, we were kind of tasked at maybe starting a Friends group here. It has been tried at other projects and that. What we did is we got a group of individuals that we knew that used the project quite a bit and that, and began meeting and having ideas. And this group of 6 or 7 individuals met every month for, since then, over a year and a half to do this, and today is all their effort and their work that paid off.
Well, good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I'm going to start with some thanks because I always forget to say thanks when I get to the very end of the speech. So first of all, thanks to the Friends of Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque for enduring the past 2 years of becoming an organization that's tax exempt and working on this cooperative agreement. You're probably the unsung heroes of the day, because without volunteers like you and your spirit, we would not be as good as we are in the Army Corps of Engineers. I'd also like to thank my team, because I get all the glory up here on the podium, but I did very little to make this all happen. I signed a few things back to the district. So I'd like to recognize my operations staff who worked back at the district to get this through all our lawyers and all the people that needed to make sure that I's were dotted and T's were crossed. And I'd really like to thank the group out here at Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque Lakes, specifically Dina Hanger, who really spearheaded this effort and got this up off the ground. And I think you would probably agree that if it weren't for her, we wouldn't be here tonight. So I'd like to ask you to all give, please, a round of applause to all those folks. The Friends groups with the Army Corps of Engineers really expand upon the ability for the Army Corps to provide recreational and environmental services to the citizens which we serve. And without their help, we are limited in the number of hours we can keep parks open, the number of services we can provide. Plus, the Friends groups really bring out a local flavor and a spirit, a drive that you just can't find anywhere else. And they open up the areas to the local population and people that travel from afar too, to experience the beauties of the waters, the fishing, the hiking, the camping, and even things like the 4th of July celebration that's usually held up here at the Tioga-Hammond and Cowanesque Lakes. So it's really expanding upon all the assets that I can bring to bear, the people that I can afford to hire with the budget that I'm given, and still maintain the flood control projects and the dams that have to operate that create the lakes behind them. So they really make my capability expand exponentially, if you will, to provide services to the public.